Warm regards, everybody. The topic of discussion is geo-information technology application based animal health management decision support system development. Myself Sudhanshu Panda from University of North Georgia, and my co-authors are Babayani, Dr. Morgan, Dr. Terrell, Dr. Mahapatra, and Dr. Bhanoik. And we are an international team. Myself, Dr. Terrell and Dr. Mahapatra from United States, Dr. Babayani and Dr. Bhanoik are from South Africa, and Dr. Morgan is from UK, who is working in Africa. So motivation for this study actually started 7 years back, and we found out unprecedented combination of events such as climate change and declining natural resources, population growth, and also low quality farming practice in Africa. Not only in Africa, all over the world is creating pressure on agro ecosystems. So therefore, the increased production in livestock and crop is being an essential need. So this actually creates food insecurity, and most of the food insecurity in Africa and other countries, other poor countries, are among the resource poor farmers because low quality and quantity of animal fodder production they could do only, and parasitic and infectious disease are creating their reduction in production, lack of farmer knowledge and expert assistance on pasture, animal health and parasitic management is also creating low production in animals and in crops. However, despite these challenges, there is an opportunity for sustainable intensification of ruminant livestock. In our case, mostly goat and sheep. So, resource poor farmers, they can harness our developed cell phone based e-technology and also precision fodder based animal health and nutrition management decision support to enhance their crop and livestock productivity. The major goal of this research is further development and wide launching of centralized cell phone based automated decision support system for sustainable animal health management, and also it will provide anti-parasitic product production decision support to RP farmers, resource poor farmers, and community. It will help in community economic enhancement, initially in Africa, but progressively also in the region where similar type of RP farmers exist. So the main objectives to reach the goal are twofold. Number one is to further modeling and evaluation of efficient growth potential of appropriate tannin-rich antiparasitic fodder legume. In our case, Lespedeza sericea for different regions of southern Africa. And second objective is to test the telemetry for monitoring animal activity related to disease outbreaks and real-time preliminary treatment support through a smartphone app and a central software-based model for automated data evaluation of both, and provide advice and training to farmers for their sustainable animal and crop management, or fodder management in this case. You can see the fodder, how the sericea lespedeza look like in the right side. A goat is there rummaging it. The bottom left field is very densely populated or high growth or efficiently growth field for sericea lespedeza, and you can see the seeds over there. Now the top right seeds are germinating, and bottom right, already goat and sheep are grazing, so they are thinning out. This intensification of the Lespidae sericea can be obtained based on the SSFM DSS already developed by our team. The next objective was to develop an animal remote monitoring system using the radio frequency identification sensor or RFID sensor technology. So we already studied this one in two of the selected farms in Southern Africa, and this RFID system actually help us to find out the health status of the for targeted treatment or targeted selective treatment decisions. We actually created a prototype RFID based system which was capable of remote monitoring and communication of individual animal activity, like when animal moves or not move, different amount of signals will be delivered through the RFID system. And subsequently, we evaluated the performance of such system against various animal behaviors and their disease states. This data was analyzed between 2013 and 2014 with non-sick animals and also normal animals to obtain signal range values. So we actually obtained range values for 4 different behaviors of the small ruminants: sleeping normally, which was mostly low volatility, signal was low during that period; sleeping due to dizziness, long duration sleeping, so means generally the low signal will continue for much longer. If a small ruminant grazes normally, then we will have moderate range of signal due to low volatility. And also when the goat and sheep or the small ruminant run because being poached or attacked, so we will have high volatility or higher signals. So using those information, we developed the software that can predict an animal's health and other real-time status, like other status real-time based on their signal range, which later will be added to the smartphone app that we are developing, so that your resource for farmers will obtain instant notification, and they will work on the sick or otherwise poached small ruminants. So next one is how we analyze the data. I just explained in previous slide. And when animal was kind of resting or sleeping, we found a range of signal generally differs from 0 to 40. And when animal was grazing normally, it was between 41 to 90. And signal range become above 90 when animal was running, either due to poaching or predator attack. Also, we take into consideration the normal sleeping hours of the goats and sheep. Under consideration was 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and grazing hours between 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. If low signal between 0 and 40 is obtained for any animal for longer than this 12 hours, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., that means something wrong with that small ruminant, or maybe that is sick. So that way it would be reported to the one small ruminant. Result, you can see the comprehensive automated geospatial model that is developed using the geospatial data. The result of the data model output is provided at the bottom. Your A, B, C, D are the land cover, soil, slope, and temperature precipitation variation based on their most suitability for efficiently producing Sericea lespedeza. And you can see to the bottom right is the final map of Eswatini, where the green, most like dark green color, is highly suitable for your SL production or Sericea lespedeza production. That means if farmer grow Lespidae sericea in their farms in those most suitable areas, they will have highest production, and that would help in their goat and sheep production. And the automated model on the top is actually awesome process. If we provide the data, different data, to want to replicate the same model for different region, so that can be very easily done. So replication of this model can be easily done for any other story area in any other scenario. New input data can be added and new tools can be added that way. Then this is the way we develop our software based on the signal range. And I have provided two scenarios here in the left side. The goat was in the good condition, so you can see the callouts in blue color. So signal range was 84.07 in an average when it was grazing, and average signal was 36.4 when the goat was sleeping. And it should be the goat was in good condition. When the goat actually showed symptom of lameness, so we found out the average signal went down during sleeping to 28.60, and also it still went to field for grazing, but it was not moving that well, and average signal was 65.35. And when it became more sicker, then it started sleeping longer, and the sleeping time signal become much lower, 21.13, and it continued 23.12 in the next day. Then when that goat got medicine, now he started getting better. In next few days, average signal for grazing time become 80.43, and it started improving. And another one at the bottom actually changed with a pregnant sheep, so 48.96 in grazing time. So you check that in the right side, I have a screenshot of the Python script you developed. That is actually the software. This is now being introduced into the your Azure Server site. So the data is directly being served to the our University of North Georgia Azure Server, where we are developing the ADSS, and the software is being introduced into the server side so that the analysis of the signal will be completed real time. And then we are developing a cell phone app, and that distance support will be introduced to the cell phone app, so that a warning signal will go to the farmer who wants a goat or sheep which is kind of analyzed to be sick. So that way the farmer can go and immediately quarantine the sick goat and sheep, and check for the diseases, and asked for advice, like treatment advice. And our next goal is to have the Pharmacha based treatment, which is a online based on the color of the eye, color of the tongue, based your medicine prescription or healthcare provision. So that way, in the real time through the app, the farmer can automatically get distance support to treat the animal, and the animal will be better. And with this research and other associated studies, the research team has developed an automated geospatial model that we showed, and data was analyzed which was coming from the RFID transponder, and we have already developed the software, and now the transponder data is being streamed to the Azure, which is in the process to be developed as a server-side distance support system, and that server-side distance support system will be introduced to the cell phone app, which is under construction now. And this completion of this cell phone app and the ADSS site, the small ruminant production management in Africa and elsewhere will be much efficient, and it will immensely help RP farmers who do not have access to animal husbandry personnel, and potentially improve the economic status of the RP farmers through the use of an instant warning system when an animal becomes sick or otherwise disturbed. So this is all about, and in the background you can see already a ADSS system is developed for southeast United States, where Lepidopteris can be grown potentially with high efficiency. So this is all about, and questions please. Thank you.